What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Sacred Cards. Today I'm here to share with you an update to my Dino deck profile for January 2024. Dinos are one of my favorite archetypes. I've been playing them for well over a decade now, and I'm constantly trying to innovate and work with how the deck functions. For this build, I've decided to go with a nice compact 40 card list to do exactly what this deck does best, and that is build and break in boards with incredible consistency. It's a go first list that does great going second as well. Also, please be sure to check out the other deck profiles and content on my channel. We are continuing to grow and I really appreciate all this support, so subscribe and get notified. Stay tuned for more content. So with all that said, I'll go through my deck list and try and explain the cards as best I can. So let's get right on into it. Kicking things off with the big dinos, 2 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. This monster must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 2 dinos in your graveyard. During either player's main phase, quick effect, you destroy a monster in your hand or field. Change all monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each, and at the start of the damage step, if it attacks a monster in defense position, inflict 1,000 damage, then send that monster to the graveyard. Next, courtesy of the ban list, we are playing 2 copies of Dino Wrestler Pankratops and 1 copy of Dogran, the Mad Flame Kaiju. These are great cards for the deck, especially going second. With Pank, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, then you can special summon this card from the hand, and as a quick effect that you contribute itself to target a card on the field, destroy it. Dogran is the Dino Kaiju, which is great for tributing off problematic monsters on your opponent's side of the field, like a negate to let you build your board and OTK your opponent. It's also searchable, so that's really nice. Gives you easy access to it should you need it for interruption. Also, I don't know about you, but I love these Speed Duel secret rares. Really nice foiling on that. Very crisp looking card. Now for the deck's main starter, everyone's favorite, 3 copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor, an absolute must for the deck. This card is normal or special summon. You can take a dino from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You can also target a level 4 or lower dino on the field, destroy it, then special summon a dino from grave in defense position. Next, I play 1 copy of Miscellaneous and 1 copy of Giant Rex. Have you read Misc? It has the effect that during the main phase, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to make your dino monsters unaffected by the activated effects of your opponent. You can banish any number of dino monsters from your graveyard and special summon a dino monster from your deck with a level equal to the number you banished. Giant Rex is a great extender because it has the effect that if it is banished, you can special summon this card, and if you do, it gains 200 attack for each of your banished dino monsters. Also, quick opinion. You guys like the gold rare version or this rare version? Which one do you guys consider higher rarity? I personally like the rare. I think it's a little cleaner than the gold. Some people are allergic to golds, I get it, but I double sleeve, so I really don't care. Next for the babies, 3 copies of Baby Ceratosaurus. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon a level 4 or lower dino from the deck. Now for the rest of the babies, we have 1 copy of Petit Pteranodon and 2 copies of Animadorn Archosaur. I've really been back and forth between 1 and 2 copies. I think 1 is fine for this list. I think I really wanted 2. So Petrie has the ability that if this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon a level 4 or higher dino from deck. Animadorn Archosaur is another starter. If this card is normal or special summon, you can destroy a dino in your hand or on the field, then add an evolution pill spell from your deck to your hand. So basically Archosaur plus babies, full combo. Now for the ground Xeno package, I play 1 copy of Xeno Meteorus and 1 copy of Fire Opalhead. This level 6 tuner has the effect that if a card is destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. During the main phase, you can destroy a dino in your hand or field to special summon a dino normal monster from your hand or deck. Now, I was playing Frostosaurus like most people for a long time, but I have been testing with Fire Opalhead. It's also a level 6 and plays better under Gozen Match. I found either card to be perfectly acceptable and haven't found much of a difference. I think either card works fine, but if you want 100 more attack, then go with Frost. For me, this has been just fine, so we'll keep it that way for a little bit anyway. Next, for some non-dinos, I'm playing a few hand traps in 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 copies of Effect Veiler, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and 1 DD Crow. These are just great generic hand traps for interrupting your opponent, and a lineup I've enjoyed playing for right now. I think they're good for the format. These cards can all be swapped out for whatever you like to play. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Play whatever you like to play in your deck. Whatever makes you happy at the end of the day, go for it. Well, that is it for the monsters. Now on to the spells. First card I'm going to show off is 3 copies of Upstart Goblin. Thank you, ban list. Since coming off, I think this is great for thinning out your deck and essentially makes this a 37 card list. I've been testing this and I've really enjoyed it. I also test with Prosperity and I'm on the fence with either option. If you like Upstart, play Upstart. If you like Prosperity, play Prosperity. I don't think there are any winners or losers either way. One thing I do like about Upstart over Prosperity is that it's not once per turn, so you don't mind seeing multiples in your opening hand. And the deck is pretty consistent anyway, so. Now for your main search, I play 3 copies of Fossil Dig. This absolutely beautiful quarter-century secret rare card lets you add any level 6 or lower dino monster from your deck to your hand. It helps you search the cards you need, and the shine makes my dinos very happy. Absolutely gorgeous card. I love dinos, so I had to have these. Next is 3 copies of the newer newer spell, Ground Xeno. I absolutely love this card and what it does for the deck. It allows you to play more of a pure version of dinos, and I really appreciate that. I was really sick of the scrap package, so this card lets you add 1 Dino Tuner or Dino Normal monster from your deck to your hand, then destroy a card in your hand. It also lets you banish this card from your graveyard to fusion summon a dino from the extra deck. And for the last of the dino spells, I play 2 copies of Double Evolution Pill. With Pill, you can banish 1 dino and 1 non-dino monster from your hand and or graveyard to special summon a level 7 or higher dino from your deck, regardless of its summoning conditions. 2 copies is perfect in my opinion, no more, no less. You may have noticed I'm not playing Lost World. Lost World is a great card. I absolutely love it, but I think it fits better in a going second variant. So for this list, I'm choosing not to play it. If you want to include it, feel free. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the last card I'm playing in the main deck is 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster. Duster is another way to clear your opponent's spells and traps. This deck can sometimes have a hard time dealing with back row, and it does not have an inherent way to get rid of them, so this helps out getting them out of the way so you can build your board and OTK your opponent. Well, that is it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck. I'm really happy with this extra deck as it gives me a lot of different options for whatever situation I might find myself in. Starting off with the big boss fusion monster, Transcendosaurus Gigantozauler. When this fusion monster is special summoned, you can target 1 dino in the graveyard and add it back to your hand. Then if this card was special summoned from the graveyard, you can destroy 2 cards on the field, 1 from your hand or field, and 1 card your opponent controls. If this card is destroyed, shuffle back a normal monster in the graveyard into the deck, and then special summon this card. Very powerful card, absolutely love it. Starting off with my Xyz monsters, I play a few rank 6s in 1 copy of Transcendosaurus Drillignathus, 1 of Ulzar Lars, and 1 Solda. Drillignathus has the effect that when it battles a monster and this card has no materials, any damage it inflicts is doubled. You can detach a material to special summon 1 of your banished monsters. Also, if this card is destroyed, you can shuffle back a normal monster from your graveyard into the deck, special summon this card. Lars has the ability that while it has material, your opponent can't target it with card effects. When your opponent activates a card or a card effect, quick effect, you can detach a material to target a card on the field, negate its effects for the turn. Solda can't be destroyed by card effects while it has material, and has the ability that when your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, detach a material and destroy them. Next, I play 3 rank 4s and 1 copy of Volzar Logia, 1 copy of Dolka, and 1 copy of Grenosaurus Giga Cannon. Logia, when a monster be normal or special summoned or a spell trap card is activated, quick effect, detach 2 materials, negate it. Dolka, when another monster's effect is activated, quick effect, detach a material to negate it and destroy that monster. This effect is also not once per turn. Giga Cannon has the effect that when your Dino monster destroys a monster by battle, you can detach a material to inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent, then this card gains 1,000 attack. If this card is destroyed, target a card on the field, destroy it, then inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. A lot of boom effect damage there. Next, I play 2 Synchro Monsters and 1 copy of Transcendosaurus Glaciosaurus and 1 copy of Baron de Fleur. Glaciosaurus can't be destroyed by battle, and Dinos special summoned from the graveyard can't be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also, if this card is destroyed, you can special summon this card by shuffling back a normal monster from your graveyard into the deck. Baron can target a card on the field, destroy it. It can also quick effect negate the activation of a card effect and destroy it. Plus, during the standby phase, if you want to, you can target a level 9 or lower monster in the graveyard, return this card to the extra deck, and special summon that card. Now, starting off the Link monsters, and the last Dino in the deck is new card from Age of Overlord, Link 3, Transcendosaurus Exoraptor. And I'm also playing 1 copy of Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. I actually really like this card. With 3,000 attack, if this card is special summoned, you can special summon any Dino from your hand. Also, if a Dino monster this card points to is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, you can draw a card. Plus, like the other Transcendosaurus cards, if it's destroyed, you can shuffle a normal Dino monster from your graveyard into the deck, special summon this card. Appaloosa is just a great card to have access to as it gains 800 attack for each material used for its Link summon, and once per chain you can have it lose 800 attack to negate monster effects on your opponent's field. Now for the last monsters in the extra deck, I play 1 copy of Relinquished Anima, 1 copy of Linkuriboh, 1 copy of Secure Gardna, and 1 copy of Pentastag. Anima can target a monster it points to and equip it to this card. It gains attack equal to that monster. Really good for equipping your copy of Doggoran after using the Kaiju on your opponent. Linkuriboh can tribute itself when a monster declares an attack to make its attack become 0. Also, if it's in the graveyard, you can tribute a level 1 monster to special summon this card. Secure Gardna can be link summoned using your copy of Linkuriboh to get a non-dino type in the graveyard for a double evolution pill target. Also, you take no battle or effect damage this turn. And Pentastag has the effect that if your Link monster attacks a defense position monster, you can inflict piercing battle damage. Really good to get this card pointed to your copy of Ultimate Conductor to inflict some big damage to your opponent's face down monsters. Well, that is it for the deck profile. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If there's anything you like or don't like, feel free to leave me a comment telling me what you think. Be sure to like the video if you did, and subscribe for more content. Thank you for your support, and enjoy the Sacred Cards. See you all in the next one.